What's up, y'all? It's your girl Alfia Williams. I am so sorry, but I am gonna discuss some things with you guys. Okay, so we had left off on episode 15, and I got 16, 17, and 18. Let's unpack. Tomorrow, Beyond the Gates returns, and I'm so super excited and geeked. Like, oh my gosh! All right, so I was rinsing and saying I had to put Danny back on the shelf as a one of my fan favorites, being her fan favorite. I take her off the shelf. Let's commend Danny because yes, she fell asleep in Bill and Haley's house, but she ends up waking up before they come, thank God. And Pam, her best friend, comes and helps her cleans up and change and do stuff together and buys a picture for her. Man, let me tell you something. Pam was the GOAT. She was the best friend that everybody needs. She told her, I won't tell nobody, but tell nobody either that I was with you, basically if you get caught. And she was like, I won't tell her. She said, but she's like, you're scared of Bill or Haley? And she's like, no, I'm scared of Anita Dupree's wrath, her mother. And I'm gonna go ahead and say I love Anita Dupree. She's my favorite. Loved her since SVU. I always have to say that. But Pam helps her get the house together and clean up or whatever. And of course, Bill and Haley finally make it home. And Haley senses something's off. Bill does not. Bill's like clueless as hell. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, you cannot be my lawyer. You cannot be my dang on lawyer. Cause what the hell? Cause how you didn't know something Haley was? I'm gonna go ahead and say, let me tell you something. This gives me Danny and Andy and Fatima. Fatima's the paralegal and Andy's the lawyer. How the heck that happened? Because Fatima be on A-ball. But we're not talking about this. We're talking about Beyond the Gates. Let's go ahead and go back to it. So Haley knows that stuff's out the way, and then Bill kind of puts it together after Haley keeps talking about it. She doesn't let it go. She's like one of those gnats, don't let something go. And she ends up going to Danny's house, and she knocks on her glass door, and then she opens the door, and then she goes in, and she's like, she sees one of Danny's pictures, and she drops it. And Danny's like, what the hell? Like, basically like that. I'm gonna go ahead and say, I commend Danny for being very civil, because when she touched her with her fingers and said, yeah, like, you don't want to see me get pushed or whatever. And I'm like, bruh, okay, she done came to your house, even though you was about to let her in, but she opened the door. Then she put her hands on you, basically like poking at you. Nah, baby, you'd have to catch some hands. You had to catch my fade. You may have just came out of honeymoon, but you got your whooped coming in my house like that. No, ma'am. And then putting your hands on me. I don't care. Get your out my house. Bye. But Danny held it together, and kudos to Danny. Let's go to Ashley and Derek. Of course, Derek was in an accident, and Ashley's been taking care of him. And I think I did say the lady came with the cat or whatever. I think that was on the last episode 15. And of course, let's see what else happens in this episode. Andre tries to kiss her, and she's like, no, Andre, we're not like this or whatever. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. After saying, because I was like, yeah, I actually don't want him. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. After watching like 18, I think Ashley does like Andre have feelings for him. She's trying to, it's kind of like there, but she's trying to like how you have feelings for somebody, but you're trying to act like you don't have it. You're trying to deny it. Nah, baby, you have him, and it's okay. But because her and Andre, we do learn that Andre was actually, he knew her before she started dating Derek, because I guess I forgot that her and Naomi are friends, and then her and Haley they all was friends, Naomi, Haley, and Ashley. So of course, they're not friends with Haley no more. We booted her to the curb. Let's see. Naomi may get a case because of one of may take a case against her daddy's law firm, because one of his colleagues is very touchy-feely with the ladies, and it's 3 ladies that came to talk to her at the little diner thing. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's the diner that Leslie and all of them be at. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, I was hoping, oh man, they're gonna run into Leslie. Yes. Of course, Leslie does get thrown out of the event because of what's her name? Ava. I'm so glad. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, I think Ava really does like Ted and Nicole, and that's really good. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Y'all know Ted gets replaced in May, and I'm not really happy about that. I'm happy that the actor that is gonna be replacing him has a job, but I'm gonna go ahead and say I was so used to seeing this Ted, like, okay, you can't. And I was telling my friends, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, but I'm gonna go ahead and still support, because I want to still do reviews and help push out Beyond the Gate and talk about Danny. And I know that a lot of people are saying, okay, so Haley is not a strong, well, I wouldn't say not a strong character, she's not being the strong, you was a side piece. I'm gonna go ahead and say I've seen side pieces that play on shows that really be be gutta, well, not gutta, but that be about body and like I did this, but I'm gonna stand 10 toes down what I did. Haley is getting my nerves because she's like, Bill, maybe we shouldn't do this, because she went to the country club. The country club wasn't playing her no mind or whatever, and she said that the Duprees was just laughing at her. Honey, they was having a dinner and they was talking to Ava, and Kat got mad because Kat was like, because she went to go have dinner with Thomas, sorry. And when she was having dinner with him, she realized, she looked over at her family, and her family was having dinner with Ava, and she didn't like that, and she was like, well, I have to cut this short. Baby, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, Kat is a mean girl. She's a pretty girl, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit in her front. She's a pretty mean girl, but you know how I feel about mean girls. I do not care for how they be acting. So okay, I understand how you feel about her being sneaky. Yes, I do get that. But Kat, honey, if you don't sit your A down, sitting there talking about some, you come up back over there, so you're sitting in my seats. And because how it came, she came to Ava came to the country club, and she was talking to Nicole, and Nicole's like, yeah, you should join us, whatever. So she sits down with them, and she's sitting in the seat that Kat was in, and Kat was like really upset, like she realized like she's talking to my family, like, girl, if you don't go on about yourself and have your day with Thomas. And I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm glad that him and Ava was up there having a conversation. I'm gonna go ahead and say Ava can take your man, even though he ain't your man. And she's like, he's off limits. Girl, if you don't go on about yourself, y'all don't have no labels. Y'all just getting to know each other. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Yeah, he may like you, but I'm gonna go ahead and say he was feeling Thomas was feeling Ava too. He wasn't just feeling you, Kat. He was feeling Ava too. So okay, back to what I was saying. Let me talk about something. So the dress did backfire. Of course, Ted and Nicole let Ava borrow Kat's dress. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I don't like people borrowing my stuff either. I don't. I really don't. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think they should have gave her some money so she could have bought her dress, because, like I said, y'all know how Kat is, and y'all know Kat don't like that girl at all. She has already expressed her feelings to both her parents. And I'm going to go ahead and say I think they should have gave Ava some money instead of letting her, But I'm going to go ahead and say I like the fact that Ava didn't do too much. She didn't put on her red bottom. She just put a dress on. And I guess she just put on some regular shoes. And I think that was her purse. Maybe, I don't know. But she didn't do over the top with Kat stuff. And it's really sad. Like, you really do not like this girl. And I'm going to go ahead and say I think Ava really doesn't want to do all this stuff, because her mom's like, on the last episode, her mom's like, you should plan a party, and that's when we're going to be do the big reveal about him being your father. And I'm just like, girl, let it go. Can you read the room? She's like, Ted had me put out of the party because of he had me put out of the party because he didn't want his wife to find out. She's like, no, Mom. And I'm going to go ahead and say Ava should have just went ahead and came clean about it. She doesn't want to, Ava doesn't want to do that stuff no more. She didn't want to do the party because her mom put her up, so it's like, you're going to do this. She's like, you come up with all these ideas and then I have to do it. She's like, yeah, you're the brains and stuff or whatever. And I really do feel bad for Ava. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think if Ted would have knew about Ava, I know he definitely would have been there for her. I know he would have. And I'm going to go ahead and say it would have been weird, but I mean, he would have been there for her. And Leslie would have been bitter. So you was messing when he was married, because she did confirm it when she was like, one time, he couldn't come visit me because I found out about their anniversary. She's like, because I know their anniversary is coming up. And she's like, how do you know that? Because she said one time me and Ted was supposed to hang out or do something, and he was with her. And I'm like, oh, what? So this happened when I'm like, yo, this is just too much. Leslie needs to go find a hobby, because like somebody said on Twitter, does Leslie even have a job? It's giving, I don't have a job. And of course, okay, let's talk about Andre. Andre goes to tell his Aunt Nicole what happened with him and Ashley, and she's like, no, Andre, she said, I'm not gonna tell you to do that. She's like, she's taken, you shouldn't even do it. He said, I usually don't go for girls that are taken, but he says just something about Ashley. I don't know, a lot of people are having a lot of mixed feelings, especially about Ashley and Derek. And I understand. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but like I said, and somebody said, well, maybe she should go be with Andre so we can see Derek's crazy side come out, because he's boring. They're both saying they're both boring. I actually like Ashley's character. I really do. She's not doing too much. She's just doing what she's supposed to be doing or whatever. I like how she shut Andre down, but I'm gonna go ahead and say I really do think she's feeling Andre. At first I was like, nah, she ain't feeling Andre. Yeah, she definitely feeling Andre. And she's trying to hide her feelings because her mom comes on the last episode because Derek makes some his famous blue ribbon lasagna, and she's like, I never heard of it. He was like, yeah, but I do at the fire station. She's like, she never heard of it. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, you keep a secret, so she keep a secret. She keep a secret because she didn't tell you about Andre trying to kiss her or whatever. And she actually, after Derek left, after he made that dinner, she pulled out a picture, and she was looking at the picture of Andre and her and the lady that they helped deliver her baby. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, the feelings are there. It's definitely there. Let's see what else happens. I wonder what's going on with Andre and Smitty's son, because, you know, of course he's hiding a secret, and the daughter is trying to pressure it, and she was like, you know, she wanted to date or whatever, and it was like, no, they're not visiting. Then it was like, they'll think about visiting it. Let's see what else I'm missing. I can't believe that Leslie's mom told her to ask Martin and Kat about planning an anniversary for their parents or whatever. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, did y'all see what Ted said about, you know, let's go into different baseball fields, like, you know, they have, so I'm not eating hot dogs and all this stuff for my anniversary. He was like, you know, they have, like, they updated some of the baseball, like, stadiums, whatever. I'm just like, yo, he just really did try that with his wife. And I'm like, bruh, she better than me. I'm like, what the hell? I've been married for how long? No. Let's see what else happened. Naomi doesn't want to take the case about her dad. I'm gonna go ahead and say she should. Payback is a motherfucker. Okay, I shouldn't say that. I should say payback is a bitch, but, you know, of course. But I think she should take the case, because I'm gonna go ahead and say, do you know about these colleagues? Because then one of the girls said I was up for a paralegal position and Haley got it. The homeworker got it. And I like how the homeworker told him we should never got married. Ding, 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 ding. Light bulb finally went out. Baby, it shouldn't have took that long. She was like, you know, basically you're trying to, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, Bill's gaslighting ass to my son. Well, we're good together by ourselves. Well, y'all know y'all have to go out to civilization. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Bill doesn't get as much heat as Haley does. He does, but he doesn't get as much. Haley gets more, I'm gonna go ahead and say, baby, you was gonna be a side piece, and this is what you're gonna be doing, baby. You shouldn't even been a side piece, because you can't even stand, you can't even take the heat. Get the out of the kitchen. You can't even take it, girl. Bye. How you gonna stand 10 toes down to sleep with a married man, mess with a married man, marry him, and then you can't take the backlash of it, girl? Bye. You gotta stand and you gotta walk in it. You gotta walk in it like you was sleeping with him. I'm just saying. Never did it, but I'm just saying, like, girl, stand 10 toes down on what you did. Like, ugh. She's pissing me off. Bill and Haley are both pissing me off, because I was like, Danny's pissing me off. You know, I'm going to say this, because give me all mixed emotions, because Danny's pissing me off when she went in them people's house. I'm going to go ahead and say, you know what, let her go in the house again, because because obviously y'all so dumb. And because I really thought Bill was going to arrest her, because I was like, oh man, he's going to arrest her. He's like, I'm going to do. She's like, no, I'm a handler. How you going to have all that in Danny's house and then have no at the country club, and then you went home and lied and told Bill? They was just laughing at me. Girl, they was laughing about something else. Some boy just wasn't studying you. You didn't have no much call. You should have had some backbone. You gotta have backbone. If you're gonna sit there and do some stuff, you want to move into that country club and be like Danny, you gotta stand on it. You gotta stand on mother freaking business. What you weren't doing. And it was pissing me off. And I'm like, bruh, get this girl off my screen, because she don't know what she doing. And you and Kat is pissing me off, because Kat's sitting there just on Tomas is off limits. Girl, how he off limits? Y'all ain't even together. Y'all went on one day. There was and then the second day y'all went on. You can't even concentrate because Ava was up there laughing with your family. And I'm just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm gonna go ahead and say, I think that Ava should, when she said she needed to talk to Ted and Nicole, she should have told them went clean. I think if she goes clean now, she'll be okay. But I feel like this is gonna blow up in her face, and I'm gonna go ahead and say, she don't want this to happen. She really doesn't. I think she really does like Ted and Nicole. And Leslie, I think Leslie's kind of picking up on it for a second, and she was like, nah, she's going back to sabotaging their life. I'm going to say, why is she so adamant on sabotaging Nicole's life? I'm going to go ahead and say, Haley and Haley and Leslie need to hook up together and be on straight jacks. Cause baby, cause what the hell? Y'all both know how to wreck up home. I'm gonna say, Leslie, it didn't work for you. You should have asked Haley how to do it. Cause baby, cause even Haley did it, but she still ain't standing 10 toes down. I mean, at least Leslie, she ain't even scared. But I'm like, bruh, what the hell? Made a whole identity, went to the party and everything, the little banquet hall and everything, and Tussin, do you need a drink? And she was like, oh my god, Sherry. And I'm like, Nicole, read the room. You're a therapist. I was going to school to be a therapist. Even I picked up on. I'm just like, you know what? Maybe she did, and she's trying to but it's just like, y'all, I don't know, y'all. What else am I missing? Naomi didn't want to. It seems like Naomi doesn't want to take the case, but then she does. I don't know, but I think she doesn't want to, cross that line. I'm gonna go ahead and say, baby, cross that line. Cross that line. Haley, cross that line. Cross that mother freaking line and go ahead after your daddy, because you know how to argue with him. Because I'm gonna go ahead and say it. He done taught you the handbook of how he did court cases. I'm pretty sure he's gonna come home and tell y'all about court cases. So baby, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Bring it on and whip his in court, because them women didn't deserve that. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, if the daddy knew that was going on and he didn't fire that man, yeah, take him to the bank. Payback is up. I tell you, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. My money on Naomi. Go ahead, Naomi. Take your daddy to court for them women. Stand 10 toes down for them 3 women that came to you about your father's law firm. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it. So why is this guy meeting with Jacob? Like, not Jacob. Why is he doing stickouts with him? What's his name? Hold on, let me go look it up. Hold on. Marcel. Marcel is getting on my nerves. He's just getting on my nerves. And I'm glad that we didn't get to see Vanessa's husband. What's his name? I forgot his name. I'm glad I think he should just stop gambling before he gambles something that he can't take, and then Vanessa has to get him out of there, because she's doing her doggone thing selling them houses. I know she is, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. They both screwed. They need to go sit on somebody's couch for real. But okay, so episode 18, I do want to talk about how Danny on the last episode 17, she was drinking and she passed out, and Andre found her. And he was like, I'm not going to tell your sister. But he ends up telling her sister. He was like, but he had it cleared off, saying that, oh, he didn't, go to the house to take care. I love the fact that Andre is there for Danny. They're both being there for each other. And I'm going to go ahead and say how they listen to each other. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Danny needs somebody right now. She really does. Like, it's a lot of trauma she's going through. That girl is really still in love with Bill. And it's okay. But I'm going to go ahead and say, don't act on that thing, girl. Do not act on him. It's just a lot, y'all. I like the fact that Ashley's mom, and I just realized that was Ashley's mom, Jan. Jan came to her and they ate the lasagna, and she was telling her mom about Andre or whatever, and her mom asked her about the feelings or whatever, and it's just like, she's talking about he tried to kiss, well, she said they almost kissed or whatever, but she stopped it or whatever. I'm just go ahead and say it. Your mama read the room. She know you have feelings for him. And I don't know what Ashley is gonna do about Andre. But the next episode is season 1, episode 19. Joe goes into business with Vanessa. Jacob causes trouble for Marcel. Chelsea considers her pivot from model to designer, and Kat and Thomas grow closer. So much to see. I can't wait to episode 19. I can't wait to even discuss with you guys about what is gonna happen. So I hope you guys like this review. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You don't want to miss any of my updates. And I just love coming into you guys' home and talking to you guys about Beyond the Gates, any of the movies. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night, whatever time you're watching this. You guys have a good one. All right, thank you. Bye.